Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Young Entrepreneurs Podcast. This is episode number 6. I really did think this was episode number 7 a few hours ago, but that's neither here nor there. Episode number 6, 6 weeks in. So thank you for tuning in once again. I know last week I said that we were going to talk about, market research, knowing what true support is, creating a pitch deck, and all the good stuff, 30-minute elevator speeches. But actually, I was doing my own market research for the podcast in general, for the brand. And I realized that there was a huge trend, upwards trend in a sense, where people tuned in more to how-to videos in a sense versus the other podcasts, like how to create generational wealth, how to create an LLC. So I saw that those topics, how-to topics in a sense, just gained more traction. So today I wanted to go back a little bit and I want to talk about how to create a business plan, because as an entrepreneur, you need a business plan. And I know a lot of us think, I don't need a business plan. I'm just get started and I'm just go with the flow. But I really think that a business plan, and I was that way as well. So let me backtrack a little bit. I was the same way. But as I started learning more about LLCs and just learning more about the business side of things, I realized that you do need a business plan, because these business plans help you stay focused on what your main goal is, because there are so many outside factors that you will just living your everyday life and starting up your brand or business that kind of interfere with what you have going on. It's like when I first started the podcast, I talked to you guys about how I kind of got sidetracked with what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to be a clothing brand or actual, brand for, for the kids, or, I was just confused on what I wanted to do. And so if I don't have that business plan in place, I could have easily went back to it and said, okay, this is my mission, or this is my, goal. Is what I'm trying to do right now, my plans, what I'm thinking of, does that align with my goals that I have on this business plan? And if not, then I know, okay, this is outside forces getting into my head on trying to persuade me to do something based on the trend or something of that nature. So y'all, let's get into it today. So like I said, I'm talking about how to create a business plan. And to start off, so a business plan, the definition: a business plan is a written document that describes how a business will achieve its goals. It's basically a framework that will help you, like I said, track the day-to-day things that go on within your business. It's basically like your company's resume. So like, for example, if you go out to a job, the first thing you do is get an application, but you give them your resume. Even if they're not accepting applications, you give them your resume just to hold on to. A business plan is the same thing, except it's your company's resume in a sense. And I really feel like business plans are very important, especially if you're asking people for money, because it helps explain to your investors, the partners, employees, and even vendors what you aim to accomplish. And so look, y'all, a business plan template is easy to find. I can literally time myself right now. I'm going to actually time myself right now. I'm going to turn on my phone and I'll time myself. I'm going to go to my clock first. I'm going to time myself on how long it takes me to find a business plan template on Google. When I tell you guys, Google is your best friend. Google, YouTube, use those resources wisely. I know a lot of us don't like to read books. I personally like to read books to just find through some information. But if you don't like to necessarily go to the bookstore and buy a book based on what you're trying to find, YouTube, Google, you can literally type in anything on Google and it's going to pop up. When I say anything, I mean literally anything. And it doesn't have to be in a certain order. It's going to give you what you asked for. And so, like I said, I'm going to time myself on how to find a business plan template, basically. And basically, all you do is fill it in. So I'm going to click start. And here we go. So right now, I'm going to Google. And I'm going to type in business plan template. That's it. And I'm going to click search. All right, so free business plan template, finish in less than 5 minutes. All right, so I literally found a bunch of images, and I even found some websites that have business plan templates. And I'm gonna start the timer right now. I'm at 27 seconds, so less than 30 seconds, less than a minute of your time. That's how short it takes you to find a business plan template. So go out there to Google, YouTube, and find one that is within your sector. So if you're doing, I don't know, like say for example, if you're doing trucking business plan template, type it in and see what comes up, see what other people put, and then that way you can kind of get to know what you want to put on yours. It's really that simple, y'all. Less than 30 seconds it took me to find a template. So there are 11 steps or 11 topics in a sense of what your business plan should include. Now, business plans do not have to include this. It can have whatever you want to have on there in a sense. There is no right or wrong template. This is just a standard template that can be useful for pretty much any type of business. So here we go. The first thing, number one, you need to have a cover sheet. That cover sheet is going to have your business name and contact information. So basically, how do people reach you? So your name, your phone number, email address, if you have a website, all that good stuff. Social media, if you have that stuff, that's what you'll put in your cover sheet so people know how to find you. So second is the executive summary. Now, in my opinion, just my opinion, this is the most important section because this will be where you grab your reader's attention or you lose your reader's attention. Just like when you're in school and they say, the intro is going to grab your reader's attention. And, you have, 5 sentences to grab your reader's attention. Even, like, say if you're reading a book and you open up the first page of the book and you're in a bookstore. They have about 5 sentences in about each chapter to grab a reader's attention. So that's why I say the executive summary is the most important. So in the executive summary section, you want to describe what your business does and what market area it will be solving. So it's going to describe what your business does and what market area that it's in. So for example, what problem does your business want to solve? So like, for example, if I had a nonprofit business, I want to inspire kids to either go to the military, go to college, or start entrepreneurship or go straight to work. And why do I want to do that? I want to introduce them to different things. A lot of times as Black kids, we're not introduced to a lot of things until it's too late in a sense. We don't have that interest anymore. And so the problem is for that business is that kids are not properly introduced to things that will help them succeed in life. The solution is creating a program that will bring all these kids in, and now we introduce to some things. So that will be my market area of how I'm going to solve that problem. And then you want to answer why your business will be successful. So what about your business is going to make you successful? All right, so next we have the company overview. So first we have the cover sheet, then the executive summary. Now we have the company overview. You want to include your location of your company. So where did you find your LLC at? That's what you're going to put on there. When do you form the company? Was it 2018? Was it 2020? Was it 2015? You're going to put that on there. And then you want to put the legal entity of your business. So is it an LLC? Is it a sole proprietorship? Which one is it? You want to put that on there. That way people know, okay, this is an LLC, Limited Liability Corporation. Next, you want to put on there where your company is currently located at. So if it's not located within the same spot that you filed in, the same city, you're going to put, where your company is located at. If you have a brick and mortar store, you're going to put that down, the address down. If you don't have that, you want to put that down, no location, no brick and mortar location. And then you want to list any successes that your business already has. You want to list those successes down so that way people can see, oh, okay, they've already achieved these things. All right, so next one goes to industry analysis. That's number 4. With this one, you want to describe the market that you're competing in. How large is it? What trends affect it? So this is where you kind of have that, how kids do debates, or I won't say kids, but, kids, adults, they're debate teams. And they do all this research and say, 25% of people have X, Y, Z. This is where you want to put that information in there. You want to describe what market you're competing in, how large it is, and what trends affect it. That way, people know, or your investors know, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. They didn't just create this business out of thin air and think that everything's just going to fall into place just because that's how life works. And so you want to have some numbers that back you. You want to have that, mathematical equation or that analysis in a sense that backs what you're saying up. So next you want to have customer analysis. So what's your target audience? Who are your customers? What do they need? And how do you provide that need? For example, I can say, so you can say, for example, these are not real numbers. I'm just giving you an example. You can say 80% of Americans spend 50% of their check on entertainment, which is why I have this business, because this business sells entertainment, something like that. So what do they need and how do you provide that need? Simple as that. And in this customer analysis, you also want to include the demographics, the location, the age, the race, the gender, the economic status. You want to include all of that inside of that customer analysis because all of that goes back to your, when we talk about market research and your target audience, all that deals with that. So make sure you include that demographics, location, age, race, gender, economic status, and all those other things in that broad umbrella, kind of like the census in a sense. All right, number 6, we have competitive analysis. With this, you want to identify your competitors. Then you want to talk about what they're doing really well and what they're not doing so well. So of course you're going to have competition. It's just like when you go down the bread aisle. There are what? At least in a normal store, there's going to be about 15 brands of bread. So of course, you're going to have competitors. You're going to have people doing the same thing as you. But you need to be real. Leave emotions out of there. What do they do good? What do they do bad? And then if you can, you want to answer those questions of, okay, well, how can I do this? How can I make this better? What are they not doing that I can be doing that I can make it better? Which will make their customers come to me. Because remember, the goal is to turn your customers into consumers. Customers just buy once. I'm gonna just buy this. I'm good. Consumers are gonna come back every time. It's like going to Walmart. We're consumers of Walmart. Even though they say customers, we're consumers because it's just like with music and entertainment. We're consumers because we consume all of it. We constantly take in. We constantly buy. It's not just a one-time thing. So that's why I talk about consumers and customers. All right, so like I said, you want to list your competitive advantages. Why can you be more successful than them? What makes you different than them? Why should they spend their money with you? Why should the investors spend their money with you? Why should customers or consumers spend their money with you than to go on with the other company? What makes you unique? That's what you want to talk about in that one. All right, so let's go back for a second. So far, we had number 1, cover sheet. Then an executive summary. We have a company overview, industry analysis, customer analysis, and then competitive analysis. So now we're going to go to the next one, number 7. Number 7 is the marketing plan. So what product or service do you provide? Because at the end of the day, every business or brand, whatever you want to call it, they provide a service or a product, and some do both. So in this marketing plan, in that business plan, you want to talk about what product or service you provide. And then you want to talk about how would you get your customers to know about your business? How are you going to get your business out there? You can't just sit at home and say, oh, yeah, I'm starting this business, y'all. And then for 6 months, you've been sitting at home doing nothing. And all you do is post it on Instagram. You have to do more than that. You have to get yourself out there. And I'm a victim of this, too, because when I first started the brand, I was just pretty much doing it online. But you really have to get out there and get to talking to the people. And if you're an introvert, hey, do a podcast like I'm doing right now. But find some type of way that you can get people to buy into what you're selling in a sense. All right, so next is where and how can people purchase your product or service? Do you have a website? Can they buy stuff on a website, or do they have to go to your Instagram page? Or can they not do either? Do they have to meet you in person? You want to talk about how they can get that product or service that you provide. So that's what a marketing plan is all about. Next, you want to have the operations plan. That's number 8, operations plan. So what does your business need to do to survive daily? How will your business make it day in and day out? That's the answer. That's the question you want to answer. And then what are your 1 to 3 year short-term goals? Short-term goals we talk about within the next 1 to 3 years. Write some of those short-term goals down. 1 year goal, even a 6-month goal could be, on July 1st, 2020, I started my Instagram page. By December 31st, 2020, I want to have 200 followers on my page. That can be a short-term goal. But then now you need to think about, how will I achieve this goal? What do I need to do? What idea do I have that will help me or enhance me to get to this goal that I have? So that's where you're going to write down your short-term goals. And then always look back at that, because you want to make sure, hey, how do I measure success? And that's how you measure your success right there, having those short-term goals down. And so when I talk about measuring your success, how do you measure your success? That is how. This business plan is how you measure your success. Because the business plan is when you first start. And so after, about a few months, you can look back at it and say, oh man, I didn't do anything on this list or anything on this business plan. I need to go back and reevaluate. Or, hey man, it's 6 months out and I've accomplished this first goal here on my business plan. I'm doing something good. Now you can add that, short-term goal to that section number 3, company overview, when we talk about any successes that you've already had. And so that's what you can do for that operations plan. All right, so number 9, management team. What positions, if any, do you need now and in the future? Do you need a creative director? Do you need a marketing director? Do you need a graphic designer? What do you need to get out there and get your business on the ground? Or can you do it all yourself? Now, I'm a victim of this too, because sometimes you want to do everything on yourself, but you have to bring people in because they're going to help the project better. Like my sister, she's great at creative directing in a sense. So this podcast, she's going to edit it out. I didn't make a lot of mistakes this time, Jayla. Haha. And she's going to edit it out, and then she's going to add the intro music, the outro music, and then I upload it. And so that's why you have to know who's good at what. And so when I talk about family affairs, last time I talked about family affairs, who's the CEO in your family? Who's the creative director? Who is, good on computers? Who's good at typing fast? Who is good at customer service? That's what I mean when I talked about family affairs the other day. Use people that you know, that you trust with your life, that you can trust them with your business in a sense. What can you get them to do? And sometimes will you have to pay them? Of course you will. But other times they're going to do it out of the kindness of their heart because they want to see you win. But just be ready to either pay them or if you provide a service and they get that service for free, whatever it is, you have to ask them, hey, what do you want out of this? Do you want me to pay for this? You have to ask those type of questions, even if it's your sibling, your parent, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever it is. You still have to ask them and have that courtesy to ask them, hey, what do you want? Do I need to pay you? Are we good? What is it? All right. So so that was number 9, y'all. So next we're gonna talk about financial plan. List the ways that your business will generate revenue. So like, for example, a nonprofit. If you have a nonprofit, you should not solely rely on grants alone to keep your business alive. Because once your grant money runs out and you don't get another grant, now you don't have any money and you can't run your business. So for example, if you get a nonprofit, of course you have grants on there, but you also want to have fundraisers on there. Will you do fundraisers? What fundraisers will you do? Of course you may have investors, but what else will you have? So list those ways that you will generate revenue. Is it going to be selling clothes? Is it going to be selling cupcakes? I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, list the ways that you will generate revenue. And y'all, I really like the business plan. I really like the business plan and the entire template because it really allows you to sit down and think about, okay, what do I want this business to be? Where do I want it to grow to? So that's why I really like the business plan because it makes you sit down and really think. Because so many times as entrepreneurs or people starting businesses, we want to just quickly go. We just want to get it out there and make money. And you can't solely be so focused on, I just want to get money. Get money is a byproduct of your product, selling your product or service. But you have to have something. You have to have something more of a substance, in a sense, which is why Chick-fil-A does so well. For example, Chick-fil-A has a foundation. They have scholarships. They have a ton of things they do for the community, especially in Atlanta, and just communities out there in general. But it was, founded in Atlanta, and so it's more than just selling chicken and being closed on Sundays. It's about having a religion, believing in God. It's about helping our community out. So that's why you have to have more than you can't just sell things and think that you'll win at life and your business will be booming, all that good stuff. All right. So now, anyways, with the financial plan, the second thing you want to do is you want to talk about how much money you need to start your business. How much money is it going to take you to run your business? Then you want to ask, how would the money be used? Are you going to, spend it on, getting that first ram of products? Are you going to, sort of plan it out? What are you going to do with this money? That's what that business plan needs. That's what that financial plan needs to answer. So like I said, list the ways that your business will generate revenue, how much money you need to start or run your business, and how will the money be used? So investors want to know, hey, if I give you, even if they say, hey, if I give you $100, what is my money going to do? And how am I going to get my money back? And then some. That's basically what they want to know. And so that's what question you want to answer in that financial plan of the business plan. All right. And next is your appendix. This is number 11. This is just a miscellaneous section. So if you have if your brand has something that is a trademark, and when I say brand, I mean business. I don't mean like clothing brand, anything like that. When I say brand, I mean business. But does your business have a trademark in the works? What legal entity do they have that they're working with? Are they working with a certain lawyer? Write that down. That way, your investors or just or people who are interested in your business, they know, oh, okay, I know that this logo is trademarked, or this quote is trademarked, or whatever it may be. That's what you want to include in that appendix. All right, you guys. So I talked about numbers 1 through 11. So I'm going to go over one more time. So first one, cover sheet. 2, executive summary. 3, company overview. 4, industry analysis. 5, customer analysis. 6, competitive analysis. 7, marketing plan. 8, operations plan. 9, management team. 10, financial plan. And 11, the appendix. And I know you guys are probably like, well, do I really need to do all this? I'm good. I don't need to do all this. But trust me, you guys, because you never know Don't think so small-minded about your business when you start off, because you never know where this can take you. This can be something that you can generate, $200 a month for the rest of your life, or this be something where you generate $200,000 a year for the rest of your life. And so when people come to you, you never know what door may be open. What door may be open to you, but you always want to be prepared. Someone asks you, "Hey, do I have a business card?" You want to be, "Hey, get in that business card." So, hey, if y'all looking for business cards to be printed, go to VistaPrint. You can get like 500 business cards printed for like $20. Probably cheaper than that. I don't even know, but you can get so many business cards printed. So you always want to be ready. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have that business card. You want to have that business plan. You have to have that business plan on you everywhere you go, but you want to have that saved. That way, someone says, "Hey, send me your business plan. I think I want to invest, or I want to show my friend of a friend of a friend who is an investor this business plan because I really love your idea." And so that's why you want to have that business plan, because you never know who you may run across, what path you may take that leads you to someone who wants to invest in your business, but they want to know where their money is going to. Just like when you used to ask your parents for money. "Oh, can I get $10 for what?" It's the same thing with a business plan, or investors. You're saying, "Hey, can I get some money?" Well, for what you want money for, and that's what that business plan answers in a sense. And so, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned, because in the next few days I have an announcement coming out. So if you're not following the brand page on Instagram, make sure you're following that, and that's at Young Entrepreneurs Brand. We're also on Twitter at TYEbrand_, and then again, we're on the website at TYEbrand.com. And so that announcement will come out on our Instagram page, and then you can also see it on our website as something to purchase. But you'll know more about that in a few days once I get it all squared away and out there. And so, you guys, no quote for the day, but I wanted to end this on one note. As entrepreneurs, or people who are thinking about being entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, a lot of us on this earth, planet, whatever you want to call it, we all have a gift inside of us. We all have that one thing that we love to do, that we would do that one thing for the rest of our lives if all our bills are paid, that cliche saying. And so, even with me, I have so many ideas, so many things I want to do. Write those things out. Keep your notebook with you. Write those things out, even if it's a notebook on the side of your bed or sticky notes. Write some of the things that you think out about, business that you want to start. And then if, a few weeks later, if it's still on your mind, if it's still, you're still super strong about it, take that into action. Start doing your research and start taking the steps you need to get to where you want to go. Because so many times we say, "Oh, well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that." But that's what this brand is about. That's what the Young Entrepreneurs brand is about, to help us network, because eventually we're going to start doing Zoom calls and all the other good stuff, so all of the entrepreneurs can really network together as one, because that's what it's all about, helping each other out. Because when you go to school, there's no course you can take to talk about how to be an entrepreneur. You can major in entrepreneurship, but they're not going to tell you, "Okay, you guys, what business do you want to own? We're going to help you step by step with starting a business." And so that's what this brand is about. Please go out there and figure out what you want to do with your life. If you want to own a business, that's great. If you just want to create multiple streams of income, that's also great. But there are so many great ideas that go untapped, that don't go for sale or for purchase or whatever you want to call it, because we're just too afraid to. We think, "Oh, I can't do it." But yeah, when I say you can really do anything you put your mind to, you just have to really want it, and it has to really be your dream. Like Charlamagne the God once said, "Fuck your dreams, they're not really your dreams." And that's so true, because so many times we're just chasing other people's dreams because we see the lifestyle they live. And I talked about that before. But y'all, make sure you're doing something that you truly enjoy, that you truly love, and go out there and start that business that you want to start, because you never know where it's going to take you. So thank you for tuning in to the Young Entrepreneurs Podcast. This has been episode number 6, and I'll see you guys next week.